All right, here we go. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, it's called. Now, I didn't jump on this, Johnny, on the spot because, well, after The Last Jedi, the cluster F that was The Last Jedi, like, enthusiasm is low for Episode 9. So, yeah, J.J. Abrams is going to have to pull a rabbit out of his ass to redeem The Last Jedi. I don't know if it's actually possible. So I have not seen the trailer yet. So let's have a look. It's number one on trending. It's got 16.7 million views. It's got 419,000 thumbs up and 49,000 thumbs down. So about 10% thumbs down, roughly. So not terrific, but not too bad. So anyway, yeah. A lot of people say that, of course, Star Wars died with The Force Awakens, but I didn't mind The Force Awakens. I actually thought, yeah, it was formulaic. Okay, they just copied the story from A New Hope, but, you know, they were playing, J.J. Abrams was playing it safe, and I thought it wasn't too bad. I thought Han and Chewie were like the best ever. I was very disappointed that, of course, they didn't get Luke, Han, and Leia back together, but I could understand the reasons for it over a new trilogy, of course. You know, they might meet up in the next one or whatever, or do whatever. But, of course, Han, spoilers for all of them if you haven't seen it, the one person who hasn't seen it. Yeah, of course, they killed off Han in the first one, so I thought that was disappointing, but I kind of liked that it was kind of more focused on Han's. If you tried to have Luke, Han, and Leia in the first one all together going on their journey or whatever, that would have really sort of like taken away from Han. So I didn't have too many problems with that. I kind of liked the new characters. I didn't mind Rey at all. I thought, you know, she could go places. Yeah, she just had these amazing powers out of nothing, but I thought, hey, we're going to find out like who her parents are and everything's going to be, you know, explained and hunky-dory and everything like that. Poe, you know, and yeah, could become something. Finn, yeah, could become something. Started that story arc where, you know, like he was just a grunt stormtrooper or whatever, and I thought that'd flow into through the whole series and stuff like that. I wasn't a huge fan of Kylo Ren, but you know, like the character had potential. I didn't like that they made the decision to take his mask off. I thought that was, you know, he just looked childish and a bit silly. I thought it would have been better, but anyway, I didn't mind The Force Awakens. It actually set up a storyline that they could have followed, of course, the story of the original trilogy, where, of course, they're triumphant in the first movie, then they get the crap beat out of them in the second movie, and they're, you know, like almost beyond hope, and then they redeem themselves in the final movie. And, of course, I thought, like, I had pretty good hopes for the trilogy, and then, of course, Rian Johnson came along, completely screwed the pooch, and it's not like he made in The Last Jedi, it's not like he made necessarily like just, it wasn't just a bad movie. It was beyond a bad movie and a bad story. It was deliberately done to piss the fans off. Deliberately. I'm absolutely sure of it. Because he absolutely ruined it. Ruined Star Wars in almost every conceivable way. Trashed on every character that you ever loved. Trashed on, you know, Luke Skywalker, the main character through this whole thing. It's the Skywalker saga, right? Over like 9 movies. And they just like completely, utterly destroyed him. It was ridiculous what they did to his character. It was absolutely shameful. And of course, Leia, who of course, you know, Carrie Fisher died, so we thought they'd kill her off in the movie, as you naturally would. Nope, she's still alive. What the hell is, you know? What the hell's JJ going to do in the third one? Well, the 9th movie in that regard. Unbelievable. And they're trashed on their new characters. Poe and Finn were made to look like absolute idiots when Finn was about to, like, you know, redeem himself, be the hero by flying into the big laser thing. Nope. You know, it's just, absolute. And the whole side story, the whole Rose, Tico side story thing was just, and the code breaker was just pointless and a joke, and it wasted like a quarter of the movie on that rubbish. Absolute garbage. And they just trashed on every main character old and new. It was absolutely ridiculous. And there was just no excuse to do any of that. So they took a decent setup, at least a decent setup by JJ, and Rian Johnson just absolutely trashed everything. And now JJ's got to come back and sort of sift through this pile of stinking dog turd that Rian Johnson left holding in this bag of excrement, and he's got to somehow pull off a miracle and redeem this thing. And not to mention, like, breaking the laws of physics, breaking the universe, the Star Wars universe, breaking the canon of the Force powers that pass through bloodline and stuff like that. Just absolutely trashed almost every concept. Snoke, nothing. Looking forward to seeing what, Snoke was this all-powerful, like, baddie, and nope. No, he's just dead. And of course they killed off Luke, which is absolutely ridiculous. And of course the backlash to The Last Jedi from the fans was just so enormous that the only possible glimmer of hope they can do to redeem this thing in The Rise of Skywalker is do exactly what they do. The name is absolutely obvious what they're trying to do. It's basically an admission, yeah, sorry, we screwed up. Like, we shouldn't have killed Luke and trashed his character. So this is going to be the Rise of Skywalker is going to come back. Or we will find that there's another Skywalker, perhaps, because, like, Leia's still alive. What the hell do you do with that? It's just unbelievable. So will we find out that Rey is secretly has a bloodline, but Kylo was lying about that she didn't have a bloodline or whatever? Hang on, my fan turned on. So anyway, that's the only glimmer of hope. They bring back Luke somehow. Did he not die? I don't know. I might find out in this, like, a trailer. And the fact that, like, Luke never actually wielded the lightsaber except in some force projection in the second one before they killed him off. Unbelievable. People have been waiting, 30 plus years for, Luke to pick up the lightsaber again, tosses it over. All the absolute ridiculous jokes that they had in the Last Jedi, they have to ditch all that. They have to get serious, and they've got to bring back Luke, so they've got to redeem it. So obviously the Rise of Skywalker is an attempt to play to the fans to do that. Oh, Luke's going to come back, so I've got to go watch it. I've got to go watch it at the theater, which I will do. I have to, like, it's the ninth and last one. I have to go see it. So I'll get the midnight session when it comes out. And anyway, how do you redeem this? Rian Johnson just broke everything. There wasn't I don't think there was a single redeeming feature of The Last Jedi. Like, at least Holdo's dead, thankfully. But they just, trashed on, they turned Chewie into a pussy, right? And the stupid porgs, they were cute enough. Maybe have them in one scene, that's fine, whatever. But, turned Chewie into a pussy. Admiral Akbar just got blown up and vanished. Should have been Akbar who piloted the ship. If you're going to break the laws of Star Wars physics, have Admiral bloody Akbar do it. Unbelievable. Stupid Admiral Holdo and the stupid plan, the stupid slow chase through. Oh, God. Last Jedi, it just got worse every time I watched it again and thought about it. It was just... So how JJ is going to pull a rabbit out of his ass and fix this, I don't know. So anyway, of course, yes, I've heard that Lando's back. I don't know if Lando... Well, no, there's a shot down here that Lando's going to be in the trailer. Spoiler, I guess. Somebody else's Looper review. Is that the trailer? No, that's 10 minutes. Okay. So he might be in there for a brief second. Of course, you've got to bring back Lando. They should have brought him back earlier. Yeah, he should have teamed him up with Han, of course, before they killed Han off. That was a travesty. Unbelievable. So yeah, Han, Chewie, and Lando back in the Falcon, right? I don't know. Anyway, what is it? They've already got the 10 things you missed or the 100 things you missed in the trailer. I'll have to go watch those after. I'm a sucker. I have to go watch it. But anyway, I'm going to watch 2 minutes and 3 seconds. I think some of them are like a bit longer, 2:10 or something, but I guess it doesn't matter. Let's watch the official one from the source, the #1 on trending. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. how's he going to redeem this? The thing is, they have to, of course, the whole Mary Sue thing, that Rey is just, she can just do anything. She has to get the crap beat out of her in this, and maybe redeem herself over a movie or something like that, and become the hero in the end along with Luke. And if Luke comes back, I don't know, can they actually physically bring him back, or is he just going to be a Force ghost or whatever, like Yoda? And there's got to be Yoda in it. You got to have some Yoda, of course. And so whether or not, I doubt they'll spill all their lollies in this trailer, but because it's not until December, right, the release, so still got a long way to go. But yeah, she has to get the crap beaten out of her. Rose Tico's just do not bring back the Rose Tico character. That was just a joke, absolute distraction. I feel sorry for her that she got that crap script and that crap part. Unbelievable. It's just don't even mention her again. It's just ridiculous. There's nothing they can do with that character. So anyway, the Rise of Skywalker. All right, let's go. Of course, Snoke's dead. They're not going to bring back Skype. What's going to happen with Kylo Ren? You got to take it more serious. You got to have a few jokes in there, but not stupid, mama jokes, stuff like that. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's go. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. It's only a teaser trailer. It's long for a teaser trailer. Well, it's probably half black screen. Anyway, let's go. Ooh, breathe in. Check. Okay, Rey's on a desert. She's got the lightsaber.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now.
She's the last one. Speeder coming.
But this is your fight.
As a legend, she's the legend. Why isn't Skywalker the legend? Or will he be? Nice footage. It's going to look good. Ooh. Is that Kylo? No need to run. Lando and Chewie. Is that pod racing again? C3.
We'll always be with you. No one's ever really gone.
There you go. That laugh at the end, no one's ever really gone, Luke's saying. But we didn't see Luke in there. Have to watch it again. I don't think we saw Luke. But no one's ever really gone. So there's Leia. Is that like CGI, or did they shoot that in the previous one? And that's a huge crashed. That's that looks like a that looks like, that can't be a Death Star. It almost looks like the dome thing out of the Death Star. But it's not. It's a some sort of huge crashed ship. Or is it some destroyed city or whatever? I don't know. Not sure what the deal is there. But that was Palpatine, right? That was Palpatine's laugh. Are they going to bring him back? No one's ever truly gone. Well, I guess that's kind of smart, actually, when you think about it, because, Snoke's dead, right? And nobody likes Snoke. Rian Johnson just killed Snoke. It was just ridiculous. Snoke just didn't amount to anything. There's no point sort of potentially bringing him back somehow. So to resurrect Emperor Palpatine, that's pretty... that makes sense, because Kylo is not... he's just not that, like, bigger, like evil enough character, like powerful enough character yet. So I guess to bring back Palpatine, wow, that makes sense, because he fell down the energy thing, you know, the big well thing. That makes sense, I guess, to bring back the evil, the most ultimate powerful evil villain in the Star Wars universe after Snoke just failed. So that makes sense. That's pretty clever. But in what way they bring him back, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that laugh was Palpatine. Saga comes to an end. Yeah, well, that trailer didn't give us much at all. Yeah, Lando and Chewie in the Falcon. Where are they? There he is. Yep, good stuff. They should have brought him back in the first one. And there's not much. There was no Poe, really. He's in the background there. That's Poe, isn't it? And Finn. I hope they don't treat his character like a joke. I was hoping that they'd take him more seriously. Of course, Rian Johnson absolutely trashed Finn, made a joke out of him. And like Phasma, their rumor was they'd bring back Phasma or something, but that story arc's dead. I think Rian Johnson killed it. Didn't take it anywhere and absolutely killed it this Christmas. And of course, they just got this one big, half the thing was just this one big, more than half was just this one big scene where she's, is she going to leap onto it, or is she leaping over it? It's kind of cool. I'm sure it'll look great. What laws of the physics are they going to break this time? Anyway, so Kylo's in the forest with stormtroopers beating up, who's that? Just a Neville? Yeah, I think he's just beating a Neville up there. Comes to an end. Is that? No, they're evaporators, aren't they? That's not, I thought that might be like a pod racing track, but they're evaporators. They've got the barge again. They've got the barge. There's C-3PO. That's Finn. Okay, is that Poe? And what's that's the that's the medal that Han and Luke got at the ceremony at the end of the last Return of the Jedi. I'm sure that's the medal, isn't it? Pretty sure. Okay, they probably got a double there. Yeah, that's a Leia double. And yeah, there they all are. All right, so they're all together on the planet. Chewie, C-3PO. Where's R2? We didn't see any R2. So BB-8, and what's that little thing? What's that little droid? Got a new droid? And Poe's looking very Indiana Jones, isn't he? I hope they take his character more seriously. This time, of course, he just got treated like a joke, just like, you know, everyone in the Last Jedi, apart from the females, of course, but let's not get into that. So, wow, look at that. Okay, well, that's it. Wasn't much in that. Wasn't a lot. So, yeah, I guess they don't want to spill their lollies before this one comes out. Of course, we'll see probably another 2 trailers, probably, as that this was only a teaser. So, it's a bit underwhelming, isn't it? Really. Yeah, Lando's back. We all knew Lando would come back. Yep, and of course you're going to have Lando and Chewie in the Falcon. That's a given. There's no surprise there. You know, it's not like that moment in the Force Awakens when you saw the trailer and right at the end, Han and Chewie come into the Falcon. That was just, like every fan just went, like nerdgasm. Yeah, there was nothing like that in this. There was nothing. Let's listen to that laugh again.
No one's ever really gone.
from the future. All right. Well, there you go. The Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Bit underwhelming, maybe, but I don't know how JJ is going to pull this off. He's going to do his best. I'm sure it's going to be a lot better. I'm sure it's going to be a lot better than The Last Jedi. Rian Johnson should not touch a camera again. Shouldn't even touch an iPhone camera. Like, unbelievable. Yeah, nah. I don't know. It's probably going to do well. Everyone's going to go see it because it's the last. You've got to go see the last one in the series. People have invested, a lot of people have invested most of their life in following the Skywalker saga in Star Wars. And yeah, of course, so everyone's going to see it. So it's going to do well. I don't think there's going to be a boycott or anything like that because of the last. Just some people won't bother to go see it. So, but as I said, yeah, I'll go see it. Now I'll just go watch every single moment. All right, I'm sure there's a dozen different ones of analysing the trailer and stuff like that. I might go watch those now. But anyway, a bit underwhelmed by Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. There was nothing in there that sort of gave me a sense of hope. No pun intended. Here a week. Yeah. Bit underwhelmed. But anyway, we'll see what rabbit JJ can pull out of his hat. But geez, I hope they bring back physical Skywalker somehow. I don't know. Rian Johnson's already destroyed the universe canon, so you might as well bring back Skywalker. No one's really gone, so I guess they're hinting at they might actually physically bring him back. Who else are they going to bring back then? Snoke? And all the characters previous? Jar Jar? Like, no one's really dead. I want to see a Jar Jar, just for shits and giggles, a Jar Jar cameo in the, like the outtakes or something, like the credits at the end. That'd be great. Something like that. Anyway. Catch you next time. Let me know what you think down below. I'm a bit underwhelmed. See ya.